Ministers of state whose conduct results in the payment of judgment debt with compound interest could be jailed between 10 and 15 years under the amended contract law now in effect. The Contract Act 2023, Amendment Act 2023, Act 1114, sponsored by the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfrey Adame, was passed in Parliament in 2023 and presented to President Akufo-Addo on March 5, 2024 for assent. It seeks to curb the tendency on the part of public officers to enter into contracts with high rates of interest, especially compound interest, which has resulted in huge financial losses to the state. Deputy Attorney General Alfred Chayabwa tells my colleague Elton Brobe that the payment of such debts could cripple the finances of the country.
We may have instances where state officers, they become complicit. I may have instances where people may also, we all live in this country where somewhere 2010, 2011, we spoke about create, loot and share, where some officers may also just want to collude with others, create some scenarios, go to court, get judgments, and then share the judgment booty.
So this amendment that you've done, what is it seeking to cure?
Now, it's seeking to cure situations where state officials enter into judgments on behalf, enter into contract on behalf of the state or the republic. And in the body or content of this contract, you have clauses relating to the payment of compound interest in default or in breach of the contract. A compound interest where you have interest on interest.
Interest on interest.
On interest. So if the first year is 1,000 Ghana is on 10,000, it will mean that if we're working the second month, you won't work it on 100,000, but you work it on 110,000. So the interest will go, the rate will go up. So that's our compound. So at the end of the day, you may even have 1,000 Ghana cedis. Simple interest for 12 months, 10%. You may end up paying, for example, 2,200 Ghana cedis because it's 1,200 they're going to add. But in instance where if it's compound interest, you may even pay more. Sometimes 100,000, 15,000, 20,000, depending on the rate. But there is a law. Before I come to this, there's a law in Ghana when it comes to the award of interest, CI 52. In that law, when the court decrees judgment in your favor and you pray for judgment, the rule is that the court will award simple interest unless there is a provision in your contract to the contrary that you have agreed that the court should award compound interest. It is to cure this that we are saying that if you are acting on behalf of the state, our position is that for every contract, it should be simple interest.
And not compound.
Not compound.
Right.
So if you are dealing with us and you think that you are not interested in simple interest, then you better stop. You can go and deal with other countries because we know that if care is not taken and rely on compound interest and there are defaults, you get to a point where the 10 trillion, Ghana, what's our total GDP?
I mean, that's actually...
That's it. But just one case claiming 10 trillion out of compound interest. Now, if you take the Act 114, there are various provisions. The first one is it seeks to amend Section 17 of the Contracts Act. And it's now including certain clauses or certain sections. One of them being who can have the authority or who has the authority to sign contracts on behalf of the Republic. Is detailed in this act.
And who has the authority under this act?
Now, the minister, the sector minister in charge of that sector. For example, if it's about roads and the contract is about roads, it should be the roads minister.
Previously, it wasn't like that?
Previously, the minister could do it. Other officers could, but we just want to be very specific.
That the minister has the final authority
he has
to sign such contract on behalf of the state?
Yes. Or the minister may authorize someone to do it.